Welcome back. In this video, I'd like to set up your expectation about learning Python for data analytics. The reason is that the class demographics of this course is a little complicated. We have MSN Business Analytics students, most likely the second semester or the first semester of the second year. We also have a significant portion of MSN supply chain students, most likely in their last semester of their degrees. Now, because of the degree program and setup of the courses, MSN BZAN students are most likely more familiar with Python programming than MSN supply chain students. But that is not to say that the programming competency of our fellow MS supply chain students is any weaker than the MS BZAN students, but in general, that is, in terms of aptitude for programming, that is generally the case. Also, within the BZAN students, not everybody is super familiar with Python programming. A portion of BZAN students in this class have taken my other course, BZAN6357, which is advanced programming for big data analytics, uses Python extensively and teaches Python from beginning to above and beyond intermediate levels for data analytics purposes. But the rest of the MS BZAN students haven't taken that course, so naturally they are less familiar with Python programming for analytics. And still within that portion of BZAN students, even if they haven't taken my other course, BZAN6357, some of them are naturally apted to programming in open source programming languages, so that the concept and the skills of Python programming becomes natural to them. They pick up fairly quickly, probably because they have other programming language backgrounds such as Java and probably C#. The rest of them are less keen about, or maybe a bit of a slow warmer, so they needed a little bit more time. Now, all I wanted to say is that the demographics of this class is mixed. Therefore, I'd like to say a few things to set up your expectations well, so that things don't get confused or there isn't any major misunderstandings down the road. Now, above all, I like to set the record straight that for this class, which I designed myself personally, I have prepared numerous materials and resources for everybody to succeed, no doubt about that. For those who need a little bit more time and resources to get things started from beginner to be experienced in this course, here's a book that I recommend in terms of resources and coding examples and walkthroughs about different scenarios for Python for data analytics. This is the book that I will recommend for you to read, Python for Data Analysis, which I have also included in the latest version of the syllabus in the recommended resource section. Besides this book, I have made Python tutorials and problems walkthrough and explanations about Python for analytics. These come in the form of Jupyter notebooks. As you start learning the course, you will be familiar with what Jupyter Notebook is. It is the coding environment, one of the best coding environment for learning Python from beginner to experienced. I developed those resources for the other course that I mentioned, BZAN6357, Advanced Programming for Big Data and Analysis. You are very much welcome to request them from me and use them to getting started for you in terms of Python for data analytics. So these are the additional resources that everybody is welcome to request and use for the purpose of getting warmed up and used to and experienced in terms of basics about Python for data analysis. Above all of these, for this course, I have made numerous videos about homework assistance, considering the fact that everybody's background in Python programming is different. Therefore, I have made those videos to walk through the inner workings of why we use it the way that we use it for the scenario of the problems that you're solving, mostly for the homeworks, but the homework question scenarios are all walked through. We will walk through those scenarios in classes to cover them in depth and adequately. So be sure to make good use of those homework assistance videos, which I posted on the learning website. Okay, with all of these said, here's my expectation for you, everybody, every student in this class. I do not expect anybody to be versatile in Python for data analysis, which means I don't expect everybody to be at least intermediate level fluent in Python for data analysis. Well, some of you are already walking into this class, and some of you through practices and self-explorations, which is super fun. Some of you will be at intermediate or above intermediate level exiting this class, either because of your solid background or because of your exploration during the course. However, that's not what I expect from everybody. For those who lacked background, for those who needed more time, for those who didn't see entirely the purpose of being at least at the intermediate level, I totally understand. My expectation here for this course for you is that you are able to apply the resources that we talked about in the class materials and be able to use them on similar scenarios, similar business problems, and similar data sets, and use them in adequate fluence. Be able to solve the problems, and when the bugs appear in your programming, be able to resolve them, correct them, and get the solution that you need. That is my main expectation for everybody of you, regardless of your background, regardless of your opinion, regardless of the way and the reason for which you learn Python for data analytics. So I hope this video is helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, talk to me. Send a private message to me through MS Teams, and we can either talk in there or set up an appointment to talk face-to-face.